family friend of the Tumas, and now to Greg as well. Though not a rabbi, I have watched Casey grow from a gangly girl of 6 to a Broadway star, to a lovely young woman searching for fulfillment and love and finding both on a birthright trip to Israel. In some small way, I believe I helped guide Casey's Jewish journey with the assistance and at times insistence of Graham, whose spirit is certainly felt here today along with Papa, Greg's mom Noreen, Greg's grandma Sari, and Grandpa Bob. Many years ago, the two parts of the Jewish wedding ceremony, the Erusin, the betrothal, and the Nisuin, the marriage, were conducted separately. Today, they are conducted as one. Please be seated. The ceremony is conducted under a chuppah, or Jewish wedding canopy, that is erected as a non-permanent structure with a cloth, sheet, or often a talit, a prayer shawl, stretched or supported across 4 poles, in this case suspended from the ceiling. The significance of this chuppah is that the prayer shawls of Casey's maternal grandparents, Gran and Papa, are being used to shelter the couple on this wedding day. The ceremony will follow a traditional Jewish ceremony with modern elements included that reflect Casey and Greg as a modern Jewish couple. I will provide English translation and explanations as we go through this brief yet spiritual ceremony. And we start with the welcome blessings. Bruchim haba'im b'shem Adonai. May those who enter be blessed in the name of God. Mi adir al hakol, mi baruch al hakol, mi gadol al hakol, hu yivarech hachatan v'hakala. May the one who is supreme in power, blessing, and glory bless this chatan, this groom, Greg Sokoler, Reuven Shmuel, and this bride, Kala, Casey Tuma, Shoshana Eliza. We welcome you with this moment. Your hopes are being fulfilled. This moment is emerging of 2 paths of life into one. We welcome you to a loving partnership. Before entering the chuppah, Casey circled her groom 7 times. 7 is a significant number in Judaism. 7 is the number of days of creation, and the wedding ceremony is in itself a creation of a new household. And therefore, there is a created and dedicated space dedicated to the bride and groom alone. You'll hear more about the number 7 later in the ceremony. So we now do the first blessing of the wine. In this case, it's grape juice. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam borei pri hagafen. Praised are you, our God, who rules the universe, creating the fruit of the vine. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kitshanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu al ha'arayot ve'atzar lanu et ha'arutzot v'hitir lanu hanisuyot lanu al yidei chuppah v'kiddushin. Baruch atah Adonai mekadesh amo Yisrael al yidei chuppah v'kiddushin. Praised are you, our God, who rules the universe, whose commandments add holiness to our lives, who teaches us fidelity in our married lives and sanctity in our family lives. Praised are you, Adonai, our God, who sanctifies the people of Israel with chuppah, the wedding canopy, and kiddushin, the sacred rite of marriage. As you share from this glass, so may you share all things from this day on with love and understanding. May life's joys be heightened, its bitterness sweetened, and each of its moments hallowed. We now exchange the rings.
Good job. Good job.
The ring's wholeness symbolizes the beautiful way the bride and groom complement each other. At the moment the rings are presented, a special phrase is recited, witnessed, and the bride and groom thus become legally bound to each other. Right? And repeat after me. Hare, at, Mekudeshet, Li, B'Taba'at, Zo, Kedat, Moshe, B'Yisrael. By this ring, you are consecrated
to me.
as my wife, in accordance with the laws of Moses and the people of Israel. Casey, on this finger, and repeat after me. Hare, Ata, Mekudash, Li, B'Taba'at, Zo, Kedat, Moshe, B'Yisrael. With this ring, you are sanctified
to me.
as my husband,
As my husband,
according to the laws
according to the laws
of Moses
of Moses
and the people of Israel.
people of Israel.
Now would you like to say your own vows?
It's short as well. Casey, you have brought such love, light, and balance to my life. Tonight, finally, I take you as my wife to be in front of all of our friends and family. Although we have been through more ups and downs in 2.5 years than most, I promise to spend the rest of my days attempting to provide you with all the ups one can possibly provide, so you may never be down long. I can't wait for baby Sepulver and spending the rest of my life with you. I love you.
Greg, I've known since we first journeyed through Israel 5 trips ago that you are who I choose. You're my person. My yin, my balance, and my counterpart. You have seen me for my truest and highest self ever since day one, and you hold me to that. Greg, this is what I promise to you. To honor your passionate spirit, your devotion to your family, and your unwavering selflessness. To continue on a path of self-growth, discovery, and partnership. To make you my number one, always. To frustrate and challenge you, you're welcome. To drink green smoothies and hike canyons with you. To always give you a safe space in my arms and my heart to call home. It couldn't be more perfect that we coincidentally chose Tu B'Shvat to get hitched, the day of the trees. But this day is even more meaningful because it symbolizes new growth. I've loved building our own little tree of life over the past 2.5 years, and can't believe the miracle that is the next leaf on our tree, Little Lamb. Your love for her already melts my heart. I can't wait to raise our children by your side. We always say it takes a village, and standing up here with you in front of this village of love that we've built makes me feel like the luckiest damn girl in the world. Here's to our tree of life. I love you.
This concludes. This concludes the first part of the ceremony, the engagement. We now move into the marriage, or the Nisu'in portion, which is really focused on the ketubah. The ketubah, literally meaning written, is the marriage contract, a Jewish legal document which originally spoke of the property rights of women, and today speaks in more general terms of the role and responsibilities of the bride and the groom. Casey and Greg selected the specific ketubah because it spoke to their spiritual roots and connections that bind them to each other, to Judaism, and to Israel. Their ketubah also holds a significance to their wedding day, as today we are celebrating Tu B'Shvat, the 15th day in the Jewish month of Shabbat, which is also referred to as the New Year for trees. In contemporary Israel, The day is celebrated as an Ecological Awareness Day, with trees planted in celebration and customarily eating fruits, which Israel is known for, such as figs, olives, dates, grapes, and pomegranates. Just as trees need to be nurtured and cultivated to grow hardy and strong, so does a marriage and the couple within it. As many of us know, marriage takes a lot of work, commitment, and faith. When we discussed the wedding ceremony and the reasons why Casey and Greg chose each other, they responded with very insightful answers. She brings light and happiness to my life, which I love. He shows me other perspectives, which I also love. Casey and Greg share a commitment to Judaism and Israel and faith in themselves as individuals and each other as a couple that will bear many fruits on their journey together through life. Their ketubah is an extension of Casey and Greg's desire to grow roots and cultivate connections within their family, community, and Israel. I will now read a brief excerpt from their ketubah, their wedding contract. We pledge to each other our mutual trust and respect. We will offer support and encouragement to the personal growth and the fulfillment of our shared dreams. We will be open, honest, loyal, and devoted to one another. We promise to be faithful friends, companions, and life partners, and to comfort one another through life's sorrows and joys. We shall honor each other's individual needs and shall cherish and love one another throughout our married life together. Let us weave our commitment to the Jewish people and culture into the fabric of our lives. Together, let us build a Jewish home, filled with loving affection, laughter, wisdom, and a dedication to peace and harmony for all humanity. It's just beautiful. We now celebrate the second ceremony of the Nisuin. The blessings we are about to recite express our gratitude to God for the miracle of life in general and the sanctity of married life in particular. Because there are 7 blessings, they are typically come to be known simply as the Sheva Brachot, the 7 blessings. In our tradition, like I said, 7 carries a special significance. It is the number of wholeness and holiness. May the Sheva Brachot confer blessing on each day of every week of Greg and Casey's life together. Casey and Greg are using a modern version of the Sheva Brachot for their family and friends to recite. I will call you up to speak to them directly. The first blessing is Michelle and Carrie Tuma, parents of the bride.
May you be blessed with love. May your admiration, appreciation, and understanding of each other foster a love that is passionate, tranquil, and real. May this love between you be strong and enduring, and bring peace into your lives.
Number 2, Bob Silver, father of the groom, and his wife Sandy.
May you be blessed with a loving home filled with warmth, humor, and compassion. May you create a family together that honors traditions, old and the new. May you teach your children to have equal respect for themselves and others, and instill in them the value of learning to come home, making the world a better place.
Aunt Pam and Uncle Brad, Aunt and Uncle of the groom.
May you be blessed, friends, and work together to build a relationship of substance and quality.
May your sense of humor and playful spirit continue to enliven your relationship. May you respect each other's individual personality and perspective.
And give each other room to grow in fulfilling your dreams.
Mickey and Danny Maddox, partners of the groom.
May
May you be blessed with wisdom. May you continually learn from one another and from the Lord. Together, may you grow, deepening your knowledge and understanding of each other and of your journey through life.
Uncle Lita and Uncle John, Aunt and Uncle Elizabeth Drive.
May you be blessed with health. May life bring you happiness of mind, body, and spirit.
And may we keep each other well balanced and grounded, and live long that you may share many and happy years together.
Brian and Sally. Head into the riding room.
May your life be blessed with the art and beauty of this world. May your creative aspirations and experiences find expression, inspire you, and bring you joy and fulfillment. May you find happiness together in adventures big and small, and something to celebrate each day of your life.
And Nada, Rachel and Nada, Maya, friends at the riding room.
May you be blessed with community here and in the fatherland of your heart, Israel. May you always be blessed with the awareness that you are an essential part of the circle of family and friends. May there always be within this group love, trust, support, and laughter, and may there be many future occasions for rejoicing in their community.
An 18th century Jewish mystic, the Baal Shem Tov, once said, "From every human being arises a light that reaches straight to heaven. And when two souls destined to be together find each other, the streams of light flow together, and a single, brighter light goes forth from their united being." God who blesses us, grant that this couple who love each other find the full measure of joy and satisfaction in your world. Bless them, God, that they may be a blessing to all they meet on life's way. Greg and Casey, in these among all things, may you be blessed. In loving each other, in appreciating how you are alike, in treasuring how you are different, in sharing your lives together in peace and serenity in your home, in the blessing of raising children, in the fulfillment of living and growing and achieving together, in the warmth and companionship of family and friends, and in realizing your fondest hopes. In ancient times, the priestly blessing was offered by the high priest to the people in the temple in Jerusalem. In more recent days, it is customary to offer this blessing on behalf of the congregation. I will now offer this blessing to Greg and to Casey. Yivarechecha Adonai v'yishmerecha. May God bless you and protect you. Ya'er Adonai panav elecha v'chunecha. May God show you favor and be gracious to you. Yisa Adonai panav elecha v'yisem lecha shalom. May God show you kindness and grant you peace. And let us all say, Amen. Since both of you have joined voluntarily in this ceremony, which binds you together in marriage by virtue of the authority granted to me by the state of Kentucky, and acting in accordance with the laws of Moses and the people of Israel, I now pronounce you, Greg, and you, Casey, united in marriage. We will conclude the wedding ceremony with the tradition of breaking glass. This ancient practice is one of the most beloved traditions of the Jewish wedding ceremony, interpreted in many different ways. As a symbol of the destruction of the Holy Temple, the glass reminds us of sadness during the most joyous occasions. But another view that I like is that it considers the fragility of glass as a symbol of the delicate nature of human relationships. even as a couple strengthens their relationship with the act of marriage, they must remember the care required to maintain their bond as they settle into their life together.
Good luck with that.